This is the cable tower to functional trainer conversion kit from Bells of Steel. I'm Kaevon, founder of Bells of Steel, and let's get into it. I want to tell you exactly what this is, why you would get it, and exactly what comes with it. So what this is a conversion kit that takes your existing cable towers, or if you don't have cable towers already, you can buy them with the kit, and turns your cable towers into a functional trainer slash squat rack. Why would you want this? Okay, well there's a couple of reasons. So reason number one that I want to come out with something like this is we sell a functional trainer. It sells very well. It's pretty compact. It's a great price. But the number one complaint about it is that it's not heavy enough. So it's got 160 on each side, and it's a 2-to-1 ratio only, which means you're only getting about 80 pounds each side when you factor in the 2-to-1 ratio. And so you'll get some bigger, stronger people being like, hey, I want like a bigger stack. So rather than create a whole new functional trainer just so we could get a bigger stack, I thought, well, what about a conversion kit that could turn our existing cable towers into a functional trainer? And so people have kind of been doing this anyways with their cable towers, where they just buy 2 of them and then connect them with a pull-up bar. So we sell tons of those. But what's different about this is that it actually angles out like a functional trainer, so it gets a bit of a better stretch on those flies. A little bit more like parallel to a functional trainer rather than like a makeshift functional trainer out of 2 cable towers. I'm always trying to build products that are modular and multi-purpose. And you know, there's folks out there that have the cable tower. They've had them for, how long have we been selling them for? I don't know, 5 years or something. So there's thousands and thousands of them out on the market. And so maybe those, you know, as you go through your home gym journey and over the years, you want to mix things up. Well, all you got to do is buy the conversion kit, and then you can turn it into a functional trainer and get more use out of that money you already spent. So I want to get into a bit more of the finer details of the attachments that come with it. So the J-cups, they mount from the side, and they are default to a sandwich style J-cup, and they got UHMW on the inside. And of course, sandwich J-cups have UHMW here. And they go into the side and drop in. And same story with the safety spotters. So they're going from the side. They have the UHMW here and on the inside, just to protect from scuffs and a little bit nicer, higher touch. I will say about these though, we're trying to keep this as compact as possible. So these are pretty short as compared to our standard spotter arms. So yeah, when you are squatting or benching, that is just something to be aware of, that they are designed to be shorter, more compact, and so you have less room to bail. So it's not like a full-on safety of like a enclosed power rack. But yeah, it's something you'll see when I demo the squats for it. Put those back in. One other thing I want to mention is the feet. So why did we go with the shorter feet as opposed to just keeping the long feet that come default with the cable towers? And this is something that we normally just tell people when they make a squat stand out of their cable tower. We just say, you know, you take the feet and you just move them over, and that works, right? It works great. Lots of people have done it that way, but we thought having the shorter one just was a little more aesthetic and a little more compact. And people have kind of asked for shorter feet as well, and just thought it would be a good opportunity to use it on the functional trainer. And again, taking up less space. And yeah, that's kind of like the rhyme and reason for that. You can use plate loaded as well. It doesn't have to be a stack. You could have 2 plate loaded cable towers on here. And then as far as the pull-up bar goes, yeah, it just mounts onto the cross member. And yeah, like any other pull-up bar, got a few different angles, comes out a little bit. So just some examples of the storage that you can do. So you can put your rack attachments to tuck them away, or even your J-cups in safety when they're not in use. You can use, take advantage of these cross members, or technically put them on the back uprights. So yeah, that's what that looks like. Let me touch on these swivel shackles a bit more. So the swivel shackles, why do they come with it? So the swivel shackles are these little shackles that you hook onto the cable itself. They rotate like this. So they're becoming more and more popular as like a home gym hack. The guy, as far as I know, that really popularized them was Matthew Porter, who actually sells and makes and designs attachments for our cable tower. And we've been working on with him to bring some of his products to life as a collab for a while now. Hopefully soon they'll be out. Anyway, so Porter kind of pioneered these, and people have started to use them just because they love having the way they feel because of the rotation. So they'll attach them onto their cable attachments and then throw them on whatever they have, and they like that rotation. They also reduce the strain and wear and tear on your cables on the machine. And the reason that they do that is because one of our biggest issues with our current cable towers is that if you don't use them with a 2-to-1 adapter, or you're always just wailing on one side, it'll actually start to cause the cables to twist and kind of like this, like they'll start to twist like this when you're just wearing on it one side at a time. And the reason they do that is because without this swivel shackle, let's say you're doing tricep press downs with just one side, not the 2-to-1, and every time you do that fly, you're twisting that cable to come in, right? So now, instead of the twist happening on the cable and causing additional wear and tear, that twist is happening on the swivel shackle. And not only is it like nicer and like kind of like a better feel overall, and it like twists around pretty cool, but it helps spare the life and increase the longevity of your cable towers and your cables. So a nice little addition. So this, when you buy the conversion kit, it comes with 4 of them. So when you get your conversion kit, you take all 4 of those swivel shackles and you pop them on to your cables ends, and you just leave them there permanently. And then when you want to take off a cable attachment and put something new on, you just pop it open and close it back up. So it's even kind of like a nice process for getting it on and off, as opposed to a carabiner. I know it's like kind of a subtle thing, not something a lot of people will really think about it, but yeah, we're always trying to design for home gym first, and this is kind of becoming a more and more popular hack. And when you're using this as a functional trainer, it is essential that you have those on there, because when you're doing your cable flies or your functional trainer movements that are 2 hands, you can only use this inside kidney. You can't use this one over here, because what will happen is that because of the angling, it pulls across and that actual cable starts to rub on the kidney itself. So this is our little way of making sure that, yes, you can use it one side at a time and not have to worry about degrading your cable integrity. Next, I'm gonna hop and get this set up and show off some of the things that you can do with it. So I'll start with squats. And you can see you don't have a ton of room to keep those safeties in line, but you got some good clearance on it still if you're not taking a huge step back. And of course, I have the cables up here right now, but you could put those down to the bottom and move the safety spotters out of the way, or however you want to do it. And you can do benching as well. I normally bench much more than this. And you can put your 2-to-1 adapter on, as always, so you get the full weight that's on there. Do heavy rows. And another fan favorite, dips. Somebody was making fun of my dips the other day in a video, so I'm gonna do some good ones for you. And like any of our cable towers, you can pop any of our 60 by 60 millimeter rack attachments on there. Fan favorite is the seal row pad, or you can do seal rows on. And lastly, for any of you absolute animals out there who need a 400 20-pound stack, you can use a double connect bar to connect both the 2-to-1s and get a combined weight of 420 pounds. If anyone out there can do that. One thing to mention though, on these, just like the cable towers, you do need to bolt them down to the floor or to the wall to make sure that they don't tip over. The only time they really start to tip is if you're doing, like, let's say something seated at a high angle, like a seated lat pull down, but we still tell everyone you need to bolt them down because yeah, they will tip. They will tip eventually. So bolt them down or put them against, bolt them to your wall and keep yourself safe. But yeah, I don't even think I can even come close to lat pulling 420 pounds, but you can see me hanging on there anyways. I can do some pull-ups. So again, this has been an overview of the cable tower to functional trainer conversion kit. And you can buy yours by clicking the link below. You can buy it by itself to convert your existing cable towers, or you can buy it with the cable towers and get yourself a nice giant stack functional trainer. So again, I'm Kaevon, founder of Bells of Steel. Get yours today and let the gains begin. I'm Kaevon, founder of Bells of Steel. I hope you love that video. And if you want to check out any more of our products or follow us on social media, click the links below in the description and let the gains begin.